I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is March 18, Monday, 2024. Hope you had a good weekend here. So, long story short, right? We had these gaps right here from the previous 3 days since Wednesday, and had a feeling that would be a problem. And then when we closed on Friday, take a look here. Let me try to make this simple. If you watched Friday's video, so it makes sense, but we ended up coming down. I was saying that might be the buy right there. And then it came down one more time. So it never hit the gaps or anything down here, but this was the buy. So one more time, popped up, and look, take a look. We wake up here and it's gone. So we had a nice opportunity here at the open of the week last night. And look at that gap up. All right, that's kind of giving you the idea that we're going up. Then we got flat bodies right there. Right, look at that. You can see that, right? Flat bodies right there. Wick comes right back down. Look at the respect on that. And it's early in the day, but you know, hanging out with my wife is a lot more expensive than I thought, right? So saw that, but you know, can't really trade because I'm busy. But I had a very long weekend, and Mondays are generally rough for me. But drinking and dog threw up last night, middle of the night. It was all types of shit. So very, very sluggish today. But long story short, kept buying up, man. I mean, you can see the little speaker right there. Take a look on the 5-minute here. You can see that little speaker right there in the London session here. Pops up, support, keeps going up, constant buying. We get these gaps right here, nice and balanced right there. You can see it on the 1 hour specifically. We got the opening range gap here. So take a look here. 9:30. Let me go to 1 minute so you can see the detail. So with today here, right? You got to recall all this liquidity that we have up here. So when I'm awake and ready at 9:30, I understand that we have these lower highs. Remember we did this on Thursday, right? And then we did that. We never took that high out. Came down, shot down, right? So when we're up here, we have two options at 9:30. It's either going to push up and wipe out that liquidity, plus we have that 4-hour imbalance in right there, right? See that 4-hour imbalance right there? So what do? We're either going to sell from this area here, right? After taking the liquidity, or above it, which I'm talking about the imbalance. So either we're going to tap in, take the liquidity and run off, or we're going to sell above that imbalance, which now we're inside this candle. So you only got pretty much two options in this case. Why am I saying selling? Well, it's already a big ass bullish day. So I know this day isn't going to flip bearish or anything, right? Number one. So you have to understand it. Number two, I knew the price wanted to stay up here because of these gaps. And I'm actually surprised. I was done by lunchtime, but I'm actually surprised that they came down this one more time right now. This move right here. Because unless between now, 4:12 p.m. Eastern time till 5, they decide to shoot the price up, and then now the bodies are closing above the gap. So if you look at these gaps here, those gaps right there and those gaps, if you look at it on my chart here, you'll see it's with these little gray, not gray, I'm sorry, red boxes, kind of light gray, red right here. So right now we're underneath that first gap. We're talking about Friday's gap. Then there's Thursday's gap, which is right there. You see that? So right now the price is here. So the price moves up to here, right here, up to here. That means we have now closed above this gap. So that gap's probably out of the picture for sure. We're not moving that much in the next 45 minutes. But here it makes sense. But the reason why I'm giving you this framework is so you have to have a framework. You have to understand. So I wasn't, when I'm up here, I don't intend on buying here, right? We're too high. Number one. Number two, I'm looking for a big sell. Now, again, the sell is not to hold forever. It's really just to get into this 6 a.m. 4-hour candle, which has an imbalance of price. When the price is up here, it's constantly bullish. There's no price action below. So the goal is to come down here, right? So I have the opening range. There's so much to talk about. Opening range gap here. I have this imbalance here that I've already got highlighted. And then 930 is right here. Okay, so with that understanding, I got two options here. It's either because I know we're up here. Now, I'm not selling here just to come all the way down and be completely bearish or anything. No. I would take a sell here to come down into this imbalance and then buy up. So that didn't come out today. They decided to push it up first. Okay. So in my mind, I'm still looking for the big sell, right? Because I knew the sell would dominate our session, not the daily candle, but the New York session, right? Okay. That makes sense, right? So with that outlined, just so you can understand here, man. So here, I've already got outlined the imbalance, and you already see where the opening range gap is. I like generally going for the top 50%, and then that at least that 25, that first 25%. But really what my goal was to get to this, right? But I dropped the ball, but here's where it happens. So I end up taking a sell. Forget this right here. I end up taking a sell here because we didn't pop down to get to that imbalance first, right? So let me just explain it this way. So the 930 candle doesn't come down in here, right? So it was a beautiful buy. I was like, yo, this is gonna buy, take it. But I don't feel comfortable buying up here, right? So I let it go. Price shot up, got into the 4-hour imbalance now, damn near 50%. I do take this trade. It's selling. And I'm like, here I have two options. Either I'm gonna take the profit out and buy, or I'm going to hold it and be greedy to come down here. And I held it to be greedy. So that went against me. Came all the way back up. Yes, I let it go all the way back up. Yes, I did close it right after this. But because this right here, it's over with. You know it's going to pop up. What's the purpose of it popping up? We've already taken out that liquidity. See, remember those lower highs I've been mentioning? So those lower highs, you can also see it here on the 4-hour. 1, 2, 3. Those main 3 ones right there. But on the smaller time frame, you could see there's more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right there. See those 3 lower highs? All right, so we've already wiped it out here. This is the reason why I do take the trade. Now I'm in the imbalance, and it can run away from me. So that's why I take the trade. But I'm married to it. It comes back up. So dropping the ball today, no big deal. And the purpose of me telling you this is that, right here, I know I'm not reaching that last up candle. See this candle right here? This 2 a.m. No, it's not 2 a.m. Yeah. I'm sorry. 2 a.m. up candle on Thursday, right? So there's only 2 things going to happen to me. We're going to either sell from here, or we're going to seal the imbalance and tap the block. That was the better trade, obviously, right? So again, and you can see here on the 4-hour. See, we haven't sealed it yet right here, but now we seal it, and now we're tapping that block. Okay, so that now you can understand why I'm taking this trade, right? So this is a pre-trade. Now I could have took the profit here and bought here. So what do I explain? Buy, sell, buy, sell, then bought. Again, buy, sell. Look at this motherfuckers. I knew we were going to come down here. Fucking bastards. I knew we were coming down here, but I got out early. I got out right here. So, I didn't want to be in the market. I was tired. And it's Monday, and generally don't even want to trade Mondays to begin with. But at the same time, I could still make money every day if I wanted to trade. But we do have rates. We do have interest rates coming out on Wednesday with the Fed. So that's the whole big deal. Are we going to go up or go down from that? So I'm being nimble here, right? So back to the trade real quick. And then, yeah, so sell here. So now we're up here. Take a look. It's rough. Now we're up here. We've sealed the gap, right? And we've tagged that up candle. Now I don't draw it out yet here, but um, I have it here so you can see it. So because I know where it is on my other chart, but my screen, I don't draw everything out. But that was the idea. So what happened here? Well, the issue is this. Not issue, but look, these motherfuckers almost squeezed the shit out of me. So, but I'm glad I did not move my stop early. See this? So, and if I had took this loss, I would have been done for the day. I wouldn't even be fucking with this. Maybe would I've took another sell if it popped up a little bit higher for one more raid, sure. But this is a raid. So I'm a liquidity raid trader. This is how I look at the market. This is how I'm able to do what I do, right? And this is actually what's happening in the market. So if liquidity haven't been taken, there's no entertaining in it. Trade, period. So, anyways, trades in here, comes down, comes back up. Look how fucking high it comes, dude. Now, at this point, I was like, I really knew that this trade was gonna fail, but I was, there's always that little double top or that little chance that it doesn't take out, and sure enough, they didn't take me out. So, price breaks down, comes into the up candle, holding as resistance, pops in again here, shoots down. I don't have everything marked, but this is basically basic marking. But what was the purpose of the sell? Again, you got to remember, I'm trying to get down into this imbalance right here that I've got highlighted. So, price breaks down again, retraces up that up candle. Also this candle here. Then comes down, breaks up, gets into these four consecutive candles with an imbalance right there. I don't have everything highlighted. So pops up, holds again. All right. Then you have an imbalance here, taps in right there very slightly, right? Oh, and let me tell you where I had another opportunity, but I was like, fuck it. But anyways, then price breaks down, comes up. This candle's in control. Breaks down, comes up. These two are in control. All right, I could have moved it to that candle right there. Same story. Then it comes down to here. At this point, I am not only tired, but it's almost 12 and I want to be done for the day anyway. I had already missed this buy. I did not take the profit on the sell. I had already missed this buy. So in my sequence, buy, sell, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Very fucking simple shit, right? And I did not capitalize on this. So with this, I trailed my stop aggressively and I need to be done. I was hoping that when I trailed it this aggressive, to be honest with you, I want to be done, but I was hoping for a big push, right? I was looking for these big ass down candles to reach down here. I didn't get that. So take a look what fucking happened. I'm going to show you some super fucking game here. So anyways, that's where I get out right there, right? Obviously it pops back up. And I'm not trying to, man, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to have this thing come against me or nothing. I already just made the mistake here. Oh well, right? Transparent. So, but take a look at where I could have, and I told myself, take this trade, dude. But I was like, no, you're done. So anyways, as you see, I drag it out. We finally hit it here. But take a look look at this super game right here. So as you see, I got out right here, right? Let me show you. Could have got in and see, I was looking for this. See this big push down like that? See this big push down? Watch this. See it again? You see this big push down? See this right here? Fucking look at this. Right here? All right. So with that, this might be a very good buying area, actually. Look at 422. Look. Watch them put that price all the way above this gap by the time we're done for today. Possible. I don't know. But if they close the price above here, that means they have sealed that gap. Anyways, this is what I was trying to share with you. I was trying to get this big push down here, and I didn't get it. So they popped up, right? If I had put my stop loss, so where should I have put my stop loss? But I didn't want to hold it for the rest of the day. But if I wanted to, where would I have put it? I would have put it right here. Why? Because if you break this high right here, then this is where the shift begins, or it's a change of direction possible, right? So what did they do? When I got out here on the screenshot, pops up, taps the gap. No problem. I'm not putting my stop loss here because then it comes down and then it comes back up anyway. So if I would have been stopped out over here no matter what I did, unless I put my stop here, okay, right here. Okay, perfect. If I put my stop here, it's where I should have put it, then guess what? Price comes all the way up, does not take out that high. So this is protected. This high is protected. And what do? They shoot it. They come down here. They create an imbalance. But look at this gap. Look very closely. I can't make this shit up if I tried, bro. All right. So just so you know, you're getting super fucking game. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Look at this. This little gap right here. All right. So, and I saw and I was like, bro, you better take that. The reason why I wanted to take this is because I know, number one, we're coming down here. Number two, I've already secured the profit, and why not take this shot? Who cares? Who cares? But again, didn't want to trade, so I left it alone. And I couldn't believe this thing panned out to the tick. So let me just do this right there. Even if I, just to give you an idea, this is just this 1 minute time frame. So as it's jamming into that candle, this is holding as resistance. But I wanted to put a limit order right on the open of this 12:16 p.m. candle. If I had put a limit order right there, I would have got filled beautifully. I made a video recently about taking a gap trade just the other day. And I remember I said that I used to put my limit order right there and then I would never get filled. Well, look how it taps, seals it. Look at that shit. Beautiful. And then fucking took off. And then where would I have took it? So secured profit, take the second try, because I still know it's coming down. So what does it do? It shoots all the way down, gets into that imbalance finally. All right, so take a look here. And that's it. I would have been super done and happy with this. So what ended up happening? That ended up buying here, right? So when you add confluence, if I'm taking this buy on this indicator, for example, do you have confluence? Well, what's going on here? Well, this is sitting in that imbalance that I wanted to mitigate. It got there. Okay. Number one. Number two, I'm inside more of the opening range. I have an oversold. This is a beautiful buy. But this buy is where? This buy comes up, comes down, comes another drive up, and look where it does not take out. You see that? So this is showing you that it's still bearish. This thing can come all the way up here. That's fine. But if it comes above here, you're talking about a different direction for the rest of the day, right? Possibly. So look how it doesn't take it out, right? It gets real close to somebody who entered in this trade. You see that? So with that also being the case, then what happens? Then we come down and one more drive down and we finally seal this bitch, right? Then I got a gap here sitting right there. And this is the real target I wanted today. Why? Because, and why am I talking about this imbalance? It's because when the price shot up, there's no mitigation here. See how the price came down, it came back, popped up here, came back. See that? At least seals it with a down candle. See that? So with that understanding, if the price shot up, this is the buyers. This is momentum breakout artist traders. So where did the last person make money? Over here, right? Because look how we break here and then we come back in it, right? Then we break here and we come back in it, but we do not seal it right there. See that? So this was my real target that I wanted. This one right here. I can't make this up. See that right there? Come on. See that? Fuck it, just whatever color. See that? Look how we just came to it. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Let me zoom in. We came into it right now. Probably while doing this video. See that shit? Super game. To the tick, buddy. Why? Because when the price shot up and came back, it doesn't seal it. It doesn't hit this down candle. So this idea that I'm saying is this whole candle. This is what I'm saying here, is this whole entire candle. So whoever bought up when it pushed here, now the price came back to balance it properly, right? What do we also have there? We have a fucking gap sitting there. And this was wasn't this last week's gap? No. No, yeah. It wasn't last week's gap. It was from February 25th, Sunday, open. That's what this gap is right now, right here. All right. So, man, super fucking game. 20 minutes, best 20 minutes of your damn life. So, anyways, beautiful. Now the market's going nuts over here, and man, it came right to my target. So what would I have liked to have done today? Well, I would have liked to have bought that first, right? I would like to have bought that first. Why did I get out here? I wanted to be done, and we took out that piece of liquidity, and this could buy from here. And yeah, I'm showing the liquidity. I mean, I don't have to draw that, but the idea. But I mean, man, listen, it's Monday, and I'm grateful to have got what I got. And but what I would have liked to have done is bought this first initially, because at the 9:30 candle, you can see this 9:30. This is 9:29. This is the 9:30. Look what it does. It pops down, goes back into that candle. That candle's support. And that candle support. And let me show you where you had more game. On the 5 minute, man, let me tell you, I could talk about this shit all day. All right. So these 20-minute videos, that ain't shit compared to what we could be really talking about, buddy. But look at this. How do I know this? Because I analyze. See this little gap right there on the 5 minute? See that? See that right there? That 9:30 pushed it down. That 9:30 pushed right into it. Right? It was 9:30, right? Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Pre 9:30 I'm talking about. But that gap right there, see that little gap right there? Tapped in it, took off. See that shit? You're not going to see it on the you're not going to see it on a 1 minute. You need to see that on a 5 minute. I'm talking about here right there. See that? I'm tired. I got to go. So anyways, right there. This little, when it dips in, there's a gap on a 5 minute. So the 9:30, this 9:30 candle right here pops in and then gets, now, so that's support, hit the gap. This candle turns into a support. So the candle goes above, comes back into this candle. Another reason why to buy. So anyways, then this candle, 9:31, comes down, does not break the open of that candle. Could it have and went down to the gap? Yes. But would it break the low of its candle, of the 9:30 candle? No. So my goal was to kind of get to that 9:30 candle, right? So this is the purpose of why I put my thing here, because that was the goal for me at the minimum. My goal was down here, but hey, I couldn't hang on, and I'm exhausted now from this damn video. So anyways, this all makes sense, right? Yeah, perfect. And look where we are now. So to be done. There's so much more to talk about. Fuck. And then you also had dollar is pushing up hard, and they came back and retraced into their gap right there. So they've already got that. They've got into their gap. That's to show that if they push up from this gap, that means it's going bullish, right? Now, I don't mean long term forever. I'm just saying short term bullish. Now it came up here. I mentioned this low here. And they got there, and they're inside a gap. So what happens from now? Well, we still have to wait for the Fed interest rate. So tomorrow's video will be a little more clarity, but you generally want to be in and out of the market. You don't even want to. You shouldn't trade at all, to be honest. I would completely wait for the post Fed rate. So if they, that being the case, where do we go from here? So up or down, right? So that's really the gist here, up or down, right? So do we come down here? If the Fed increases the rate, 100% we're coming down here. I think we're coming down here, and the dollar is going to shoot up. Now, if they cut the rate, then we're going to be going up. So I'm going to say it from Monday. Today's Monday. I'm going to keep it simple. If they keep it the same, then fucking consolidation possibly. I don't know, but you see the lower highs here, and then you see this, you see this higher low with this imbalance here. So we don't know, but we shot up, we came and took them out. So what it, to me, it's looking heavy, and that's a for it to close like this again. Look, at the last moment they're gonna bring it up probably. Look at this. I said they're gonna probably close above this fucking gap, this gap. I don't know if they're gonna do it. We'll see. But that was the purpose of why I kind of froze and stopped, because I know they want to keep price up here because of the gaps from here. Now, again, they don't need to do it today. They can do it tomorrow. So if they don't seal this gap right now, this is why I'm thinking Tuesday is going to be a bullish day. The buying here, if this is a shift of structure right here and we're going up, this is just a retrace back. So we can get another one here and then pop up, right? And then close as a bullish day here. So that's, that's just one idea. All right. I don't know. Just talking about for tomorrow. I'm not talking about Wednesday. All right. So I don't know. Otherwise, they don't seal these. I don't see them not sealing it by tomorrow though. So let's just talk about for tomorrow. I think we're going to have another bullish day, which it can still retrace, and like I just showed you. And then maybe Wednesday will be the one that brings it down if they decide to be bearish. If not, you've already missed the boat for the buys. This is the low on Monday. That's the high on Monday. So which one is the high and low of the week? We don't know right now. This thing looks like it could do either one. And I've been talking way too long. And every asset just retraced back and took out their liquidity from the sellers. So, and I'm sure Dow is doing the same. Almost. So Dow just retraced back up, got into their candle. They didn't wipe out into that, and they didn't take out that imbalance. So they're looking a little more heavier than everybody else. So, yep, talked about dollar, and then nice little divergence here. That was keeping the trade selling. But they were all in agreement of rating their highs. See that? So that's where we're at here. And all right, you guys take care and God bless.